The simple kind is I equals PRT. I equals PRT. That's it. You do it one time, and that tells you the interest that you earned. So if you wanted to borrow money from the bank to buy a car, they're going to say, sure, we'll give you $10,000 to go buy a car, but we're going to charge you X number of % interest every year. So you really end up paying $15,000 for the car that you borrowed that costs $10,000. That's like what student loans have. Like you borrow $10,000 to go to school and you pay on it for 30 years. And you pay $100 every month for 30 years. You pay way more than you actually owed. But that's how we do it. So, and then compound interest. This is done one time. This one is done over and over, but there is a formula. I messed up. There should be a P here. P, A equals P, parentheses, 1 plus R, close parentheses, T. To the T. P stands for principal. Principal. I need to slow down. I'm making mistakes. P is principal. This is the money you borrow or the money you invest. This is your starting money. R is your percentage rate as a decimal. This is your percent rate as a decimal. Percentage rate as a decimal. And then T is time in years. Time in years. Super important. So if they tell you 6 months, how much of a year is that? Half. How would you convert months to years? If I said 5 months, how would you make that a year? How many months are in a year? 5/12. So you would do 5 over 12. They probably won't do that, but know that that's a thing. Now, yeah, we'll talk about it. So, simple interest, it's a one shot. You just take your principal times the rate times time. That's interest. This is interest, which is extra money. Over here, that A is amount in account. This is the total. So if it asks for the interest, you have to think, okay, I put in this much money. Now I have this much money. The difference between the two is the interest that you earned. Yes and no. So I'm going to skip over this one. I'll record a separate video that goes slower. Compound interest. Let's look at this one. Compound interest. I highly suggest, if you're not using a calculator, making a table. So if I invested, if I invested the principal of $950 over 6 years at a percentage rate of 5.4, then my formula I would use A equals 950 parentheses 1 plus 0.054, close parentheses, to the 6th. Now, 1 plus 0.054 is 1.054. To the 6th means that's 1.054 times 1.054 times 1.054 times 1.054 times 1.054 times 1.054. Keep that in mind. An easier way to do it is to know that I put in $950 to start. Well, the first year they're going to give me 0.054%, so that's coming right here, back. I already have the math done. So that comes out to $51.30. This is the interest I get after the first year. So I add this back to 950, and I get 1,001.3. So for the second year, I have 1,001.3. I'm going to earn 0.054% interest. That comes out to $54.07. I get to add this to that, plus 1,001.3, and that equals 1,055.37. Should have gave myself more room. So year 3, I start at 1,055.37. I get to earn 0.054% interest on this new thing. That comes out to $56.99. I get to add this to my new balance, plus 1055.37, and that equals 1112.36. Year 4, I have $1112.36 times 0.054. That equals $60.07. I get to add it back to my total from that year, 1112.36, and that equals 1172.43. Almost there. Year 5, I get to start the year with $1172.43. I earn 0.054% interest, which comes out to $63.31. I add that back to my to this total, 0.43, and I end up with 1235.74. So that's year 1, 2, 3, 4. That's year 5, at the end of year 5. But I have 6 years, so I do it one more time. So 1235.74 times 0.054 equals $66.73. I add that to what I had at the beginning of the year, and I get a grand total of $1,302.47. Now, if it asks for the interest only, this is where I ended. That's my end balance. This is where I started. This was principal, $950. The difference between the two is how much money the bank gave me over that time. So if I subtract 13
202.47 minus $950. That's 742. That's 5, 3. This is my compound interest. I can also get this number by looking at this column in my very messy table. This is interest. This is the money earned over those 6 years at the bank. There you go. Okay. Compound interest. It's complicated. You're compounding annually. So every year you earn money, it goes back in. You earn money, it goes back in. You earn money, it goes back in. Simple interest. Let's take the same scenario. If I had $950, that's my principal. P, principal. That's $950. Rate is 5.4. So that's going to be 0.054. 0.054. And then time in years, that is 6. So time in years is 6. If I multiply those 3 together, that tells me my simple interest. So I'm going to start with 950 times 6, because I like to use my whole numbers first. That's 0, 30, 54, 5, 6, 7, 57. Then times 0.054. That's 0, 0, 28, 22, put a 0, 0, 0, 35, 25, 6, 7, 8, 28, 2, 0, and that's going to be 0, 0, 0. Okay, so add this, and I get 0, 0, 8, 7, 10, 3, and there's 1, 2, 3, so 1, 2, 3. So my simple interest, because this tells me interest, my simple interest is $307.80. This is simple interest. So I get more compound, but this one's a lot easier. Now, let's look at one that doesn't tell us the numbers I need. Get rid of this. All right, right here, rate. The rate is missing. I can use the simple interest, the I equals PRT. Principal is 2,000. Rate is missing. Time is 5. Interest is 950. So I'm going to multiply these two. That's 10,000 equals 950 R. Divide by 10,000. Divide by 10,000. I'm going to cross out my zeros. So I have 95 thousandths. So that's 0.095, because tens, hundreds, thousands. But I need it as a percent. So I have to change my decimal to a percent. So it's 9.5, because you go 1, 2. 9.5%. You can do that with anything that's missing. So principal, you know your interest, you know your rate, you know time. So plug in what you do know, rate and time, multiply those two, and then do your interest divided by the product, and that will tell you your principal.